touch, yeah, we talk about it. How to make money, yeah, we talk about it. Facebook, yeah, yeah. IG, Twitter, whatever, yeah. So, we streaming, yeah. You can catch CEOs with Junior C. Talking about the hot topics, my girl, yeah. With Junior C. Talking about the hot topics.
Are y'all ready for some hometown love? Are y'all ready for some hometown love? Listen, I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me out there across all of the outlets that we're broadcasting from. We're broadcasting live to you tonight on Hot Topics Pop-Up Show from Hot Topics Pop-Up Show. We're broadcasting live from YouTube, Hot Topics Pop-Up Show. We're broadcasting live on Twitter, on CEO's Hot Topic, and also on our Facebook page, Hot Topics Pop-Up Show. So we all over social media tonight. And I got hometown love tonight. Delray's on. Delray. Everybody who think that they know I'm from a little city called Delray Beach. 2 exit. If you roll a dime through it, it'll fall. Before it fall, it'll be in Boynton. That's just how small our city is. So everybody know everybody, and everybody is somebody when you're from the great city of Delray Beach. So I am here tonight with a great guest. She's going to tell you about some things that are going on. Before I do that, though, I do want to send a shout out to our proud sponsor, which is Gillian & Co. Everybody knows that Gillian & Co. pays the cost to be the boss. She makes sure that this platform continues to run. She makes sure this platform continues to run. So we want to send a shout out to Gillian & Co. as well as the Natural Seal, all natural products, and Cakes by Kessler. Listen, if you want to get some all kind of trinkets and endorsements and all kind of cute stuff for your cakes, y'all go head over to Cakes by Kessler on Facebook so that she can make y'all stuff look cute, make y'all cakes look all cute, and your centerpieces and put names on your tables when y'all are having events. That's my family, and they are proud sponsors of my show. I'm just excited to have this young lady on with me tonight. She is doing some wonderful works in the city. And when I bring her on, I'm going to tell you a story. She may have forgot because it was about 10 years ago. And because she does so much, she probably don't remember. But I'm going to tell her a story to see if it can renew her head. Now, I am so happy to have you tonight. It is such a pleasure. And like I said, I'm going to start out with this. Someone said to me, what do you do on your show? I said, we have a conversation. We FaceTime it. This is not an interview. This is a conversation because we want people to know exactly what you're doing. But I just want to say this to you on this platform. Thank you so much. And what I'm saying thank you for, here it is. Not because you're here tonight. Let's say my daughter's in the 12th grade. She'll be in the 12th grade this year. She'll be a senior. And I remember when she graduated daycare, I went over to Pine Grove to try to put her in school, and they was giving me a problem. And I was crying and I didn't know what to do. I was like, I don't know what's going on. To be honest, I was in the middle of these things were going on, and I was a single parent at the time. And I was like, I don't know what to do. You was like, go over to Village Academy. Go over to Village Academy. And matter of fact, go over there now and put her in here. And starting this week when school starts, we're going to have an aftercare at, the Achievement Center. And we're going to start over. I was like, oh, when I tell you, you saved my life, because I was just standing there crying how hard I am. I'm full of tears, don't know what to do, because they're telling me for some reason I'm like, I went to Pine Grove. Why can't she go to Pine Grove and we live on 7th Avenue? They say, no, Miss Will. I say, I don't understand this. I don't want this child to be busting nowhere, go nowhere when we live a couple blocks away. And you said go to Village. And I want to thank you for that because up until her ninth grade year, she was at Village and a part of the Achievement Center. So from me to you, thank you for that because
Well,
that Village raised my daughter. So thank you.
you are welcome. And then it came around that I didn't know who you were as far as your background was concerned. And then I came to find out that we're distant relatives. So I was like, oh, wow, small world. And we were talking through all of those years and we didn't even realize that, hey, cuz, hey,
That's
cuz.
it. That's it. And that's why that's why I always say to people, you never know who someone is. So you have to be really careful and mindful of what you say and how you say it. Because that could listen, and Dara, that could be your actual sister or brother.
Exactly.
So you be yeah, and Delray, some people somebody came to me and was telling me about somebody, and I was like, that's actually my brother, right? For real, I was like, yeah, that's my little brother.
Oh,
No,
wow.
I said yes, that's my. We may not act like it, but that's my little brother. We got the same mama. They was like, no, I said yes, and
And
I'll
that
fight you.
and that must be my nephew Daniel.
I say that's, and they're like, that's not. I say yes, that's really. So, and I'll fight you and cut you. So don't act like
Yeah.
you'll get fought and cut. So a lot of people don't know. That's why I always say to people, hey, listen, be mindful of the things you say to people because you don't know who someone's cousin is. So
Yes,
that's what I've learned in life that you cannot just be out here all willy nilly saying stuff, especially from a little city like ours. Because
exactly.
I think if you dig all the way deep, every Bahamian in there is some kin.
Is some kin. Right.
That some kin. If you go all the way back, they all cousins by somebody. So
And
you
then
got to
don't
be
talk about
mindful.
nobody from Georgia because Georgia and Bahamas had meshed. We all
Then
could.
they went over to New York. So half of them,
Yes,
So it's just So we all family. We all family, and I think that it's just a wonderful thing that we can come together. And I'm just so proud tonight to be able to have you on my platform to talk about what you have going on. Anytime a black woman, especially from a little city that I'm in, is doing something to help a community because mental health is just so, so important. And what people fail to realize is they don't understand that what you're talking about, even though you're saying the heart is renewed in its mental health. So we want to commend you on everything you're doing. So listen, what we did was we basically made the lunch on me code. Now, everybody who's watching, now here's a code. They say I don't say this throughout the show, and I'm gonna be sure I take myself this. The lunch on me code is renewed in honor of Hearts Renewed. So all you have to do is in the comments hashtag renewed, and at the end of the show, I do a drawing to see who wins $10 to go on and get y'all some lunch. Y'all can go over to Robinson, Caesars. They got like $10 specials. Y'all go get y'all some lunch. Give it back to the community. So listen, without further ado, we done had a whole conversation and we done did the opening. Tell everybody who you are.
hello, everyone. Good evening. I am Rose Newbold-Biffo. I am married to an African out of Ilorin, Nigeria. He's a soccer coach, in case anyone wanted to know, and he's still soccer coaching over in Africa for the ones who want to know why we are apart. So what I do in the community is this. First, my first and foremost, my job is with Primetime Palm Beach County. I'm the assessment manager there. And by evening, I'm all over the place. I could be making shirts, from anything from making shirts to doing Hearts Renewed. So how Hearts Renewed came about, through the Healthier Delray Beach initiative, what happened was I won a grant to put on a workshop. And this is what I wanted to do throughout the community, as far as, getting the people to talk about the things that are sometimes buried from years and years and years, and to get that hurt out, because in order for us to move forward as a people, we must heal. And Healthier Delray Beach is a community-driven initiative aiming to improve Delray Beach's behavioral health by building deeper community connections. And so through that, I figure like we are headed in, as people of color, we are headed in another direction. But before we could get to all of these places that we would like to get and to talk about and be involved in the political arena and this arena and that arena, we have some healing to do, and we have some generational healing to do. So what Hearts Renewed do is actually provide a safe space for people to come in and to, let that hurt go, let it out. Be confident enough to know to say that this isn't going nowhere. This is, even if it goes somewhere, it's no longer with you, you see. So it's not about healing one group of people. It's about providing the entire community, all genders, all races, all ethnicities, a safe space to talk about things that they may have been troubled with throughout their years, and they're ready to release those things. Because sometimes we can go tell the wrong folk, and the folk, them folk there, they go and tell them other folk, and then your business just all over the place and not the way that you intended it to be. Because once you have gotten over your hurts, and once you have gotten past all of that generational stuff, your story no longer belongs to you. It also don't belong into the ear of the gossiper. It belongs to other people who are hurting or who are going through things just like you. So therefore, I wanted to provide that safe space, as far as people could come and have those conversations and release themselves, release their minds. It's good on those Saturdays that we have it. It's good, authentic, raw, structured conversation, because it is structured. We don't get out of hand and out of line and start talking over one another and all of that type of stuff. It's just basically like when you get to that boiling point or whatever, if you have that mic, I let you have that mic, because whatever is in you needs to come out, and no one is to interrupt you until you are totally deflated. And I allow that stuff to happen there. And I can tell you this, that it is structured. There is no chaos. There's nothing. Anyone who has come, they have come again and brought others, so that I know that it's a place that it's working. It's a respectable group. It has engagement. You're interacting with each other freely and openly, because when you talk about Hearts Renewed, and Psalms 51:10, it says, "Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me." So therefore, we're creating new hearts. We're creating, like, just allowing people to get that stuff out of them in order for God to use them and to go forward with their lives. Because so many of us now, we are not going forward because we listening to they say and he say and she say, and they don't think I should do this. And then your mind just all messed up. Okay. In order for you to go forward, you're going to have to be pretty much a standalone person, because as you go up that pyramid, you see that it gets smaller and smaller. Okay. Not that you have forgotten the ones that you have left down or anything, but you cannot take everyone with you when you're on a journey with God. So that's my take on everything. That is what I do in the community. I love it. Also with Healthier Delray Beach, I am the co-chair. And with Be Well PBC, I'm also a community connector. So thank you, Kenya, for having me here this night.
Wait a minute. You just ended like you did a testimony. Like you and thank God. And this ain't testimony service. You just say your testimony and you like, thank you and good night. I know you go to church, because I go to church. She testified and just said thank you. This is not testimony service.
Yes.
In the old school church, hallelujah.
Yes.
This is not Thursday night. Thursday night, we have testimony. So I'll bring you back on the. So listen, guys, I want to say this throughout the show. I want to thank everybody who's watching, everybody who's tuning in from all over Florida, all over. Remember, the Lunch on Me code is #renewed for a chance to win lunch from me. And well, it's not from me, it's from another company, but it's from me. But anyways, it's Renewed, which is Renewed is what her company is, Hearts Renewed. So let me just ask a couple questions and just have a conversation. So, I've always seen that you were having the events on Saturday Saturday morning, if I'm not mistaken, Saturday morning, and you're coming together. And I do see the pictures where you're all gathered and you're talking. So the hearts renewed. This kind of just talk about it is like you said. I heard you say you have to go backwards sometime to go forward. So is it that the things that are bottled up, the things that are hurting us? Because what happened is, and I'm just going to speak on us strong women, a lot of times we feel like I'd rather take it to the grave and deal with it than to put it on the table, right? They be like, some things you just, like you said, you can't tell everybody your business. Because if I tell it to you one way, you tell it to somebody else another way. By the time I get to the third person, it's all twisted. You done did stuff you ain't never did. So again, this is a safe haven that you're providing for the people to get out and tell their truth, to tell what they have. I'm just trying to, because I get that now I can't speak for no other culture because I'm not there. I can only speak for me.
Yes.
For me to say I could come there, and I'm just saying, I'm asking a question with an answer so I can let people know. So for me, I'm able to come there and say, listen, this is my issue. And everybody else there knows that we're all troubled. We're all heartbroken. We're all going through some things that we need to go through. We're all mad. We all gonna scream together now. And then once we scream together, we gonna cry. And we're gonna get past this, because I think that's a lot of problems too, is that we so hard we don't want to cry.
So hard. And this is the thing, when I say go back, sometimes we have to visit our little girl selves and our little boy selves. And we need to go back to every part of our lives that hurt us along the way. And we have to seek forgiveness. We have to ask God for forgiveness for even doing the things that we have done to ourselves, because there are some things that we allowed to happen to ourselves because we were so hurt and seeking somebody to love us. Okay. And here's the thing. You can't find that love in another person. You have to go to God for that comfort that you're seeking. And a lot of us, we don't know that. And then we'll get into the wrong ears of people. And then, they're out there telling you, girl, if I was you, or man, if I was you, I'll do this and I'll do that. But you need to check the person who telling you what they wouldn't do and what you should do. You can't go on that type of stuff or whatever. So what happens in the workshop is, when I say structure, we started from whether it's a scripture, but most of them don't know that I start with a prayer so that I can set that atmosphere. And so after that, we start with whatever it may be. I might bring in scripture. I might bring in whatever is pertaining to the topic. And we've had topics ranging from verbal communication, which a lot of us, we do not know how to in our communities, from non-verbal communication to relationship, interpersonal skills. Last Saturday, I let the conversation continue, not knowing who was going to walk into the room. The door is open for anyone to walk into the room, but never would I have expected Dr. Akbar, the Black book owner from Boynton Beach, the only Black bookstore in Boynton Beach, to walk into the doors on last Saturday. Community activist Chuck Ridley walked into the room on last week Saturday. My bishop walked into the room on last week Saturday. And to have good, authentic conversations where you can actually even ask men questions as well as men ask us questions and what they need. And that the final question of Saturday was, tell us as women, men, what do you all need? And to get those answers from 3 strong men, that meant a whole lot. So that conversation will continue, because we need to know as a community in order to heal. I didn't want to just have my workshop centered for women. I wanted the community, 18 and up. You can come underneath 18 as long as you're accompanied by an adult. But I want to help heal the community, because we all need to have these conversations in order to go forward and heal our communities, because there's been a lot of tearing apart, and now it's time to rebuild, because we are moving in a whole different direction now, and everything is going pretty much, as you can see, in favor of people of color. And there has been already, we're over the 400 mark that the Bible talked of and spoke of, and all of that stuff. And you can see the changes that are happening. So in order for us to change, and for order of us to change the mindsets of the people, they was like, well, how do we step out and we change, the mindset of our people? Well, the school used to have, they used to have each one teach one. I say each one reach one. So whatever you get inside of these workshops or whatever, and you're able to get rid of your stuff, now you'll be able to give your stuff to somebody else, because your stuff no longer, once those tears dry up, your stuff no longer belongs to you. It belongs to someone else. So it's each one reach one. And this is what I try to do, and all I do is facilitate. I lay out the whole layout, and I make sure that we stay within the times that we said that we were going to be there. And that is that. And the conversation goes according to the will of God, because I always decrease so that he can increase.
Yes, sir. Listen, I'm wild, but I'm churchy. I'm churchy. I am very churchy. I love a little church. So listen, you guys are hearing it first, whether you're hearing it live on the recording or you're hearing it in the replay. This is a place of where you can leave it all on the table. And again, that's what we need. Just like, Elaine stated, people think crying is a sign of weakness, but it's not. And a lot of times we want to be so hard and we want to walk around with all this baggage on our back, weighing ourselves down, not knowing that there is a place that we can go to let it go. So I want to commend you on everything that you're doing. Let me congratulate you, because I want to congratulate you for having 2 whole weddings. You went to
so let me talk about that.
Yes. She went over to the Africas. Is it Africas?
Africa. I went over to Lagos, Nigeria. Okay. Oh. And I had gotten, I was supposed to have my actual wedding in March of 2019, but they didn't ever knew that when I was planning my trip over to Africa, that I was actually going to have my wedding in Africa and get married there. And that I did. I got married over in Lagos, Nigeria, and I came back in March, a month later, and I did a wedding for my family and friends. Yes, I did. So yeah, that was exciting.
So listen. I see the stuff that you share from your husband. I be cheering, like, I be like, yes, girl, yes. You better cheer your husband on. So I just want to like congratulate you on that, and I want to congratulate you on the double wedding. That was hot, and I want to congratulate you on everything that you're doing in the community. I want to congratulate you on the success of your business, because let me tell you, what I see people doing, pressing through the pandemic. When it came to the pandemic, so many people found a way to get through this. Instead of sitting home saying, oh my God, what are we going to do? You found a hobby and turned it into a business. Now that's black magic right there, because not so many people can do that. We can talk about it. Now, a lot of people did do it. And I commend them that picked up and said, I'm going to become a notary. I'm going to take this class. I'm going to take that class. And you did that. You did that. Even through the pandemic, you're still pushing Hearts Renewed, because even though we're not out the woods, we're still, hey, put your mask on. We're going to separate. Come on in this church and this fellowship hall, and let's have this event. So again, you have done a tremendous amount of things in the community. You're helping your sister with them good comforters and and listen. So you have been all over.
I be everywhere. It's like, if I'm not helping her, I'm helping the ones on 3rd Street. So I go, to different places where I'm called, and the thing is, people think that I am actually the person, but I am not the person. It's not none of my money. I just like to help. That's all I do, is help or whatever. And it's like, if a person comes to me and say, I need specific help or whatever, yes, but on the flip side, I don't come out as much. I come out whenever it said, okay, I need you to do such and such, and I need you to be there. then I was like, okay, I'll be there. But other than that, you'll see me like mostly on a Friday through Sunday. But through the week, I'm working at home, making T-shirts, working for my main job in the daytime, T-shirts at night, going to bed late, that type of thing or whatever. But yeah, it's whatever. I to keep the mind going, you can't just sit there, especially during this pandemic. So I started off with a joke. This whole thing started with a joke. Like that first mask that I so-called sewed, guess what? That mask was not sewed. It was not stitched. It was not taped together. I put that on there some type of way and just pinned it around my ears and took a picture. And the next thing I know, can I get 4? Can I get 5? You know? I ended up going and buy the sewing machine. Didn't even have anything. I borrowed a sewing machine before I bought a sewing machine to make it happen. And it went from there to wine glasses to T-shirts to it's whatever. I try everything, you know.
It's nothing, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is what people fail to realize is turning a hobby into a business. And that's how it started, because we have to basically find something that what I tell my daughter is, and I try to speak over her and her friends. I say, listen, if you're not passionate about it, you're not going to continue it. You know, I don't do this. I don't do this because I like it. I do this because I love it. When you do something you love, whether you have one person logged on, I remember some nights I have one person logged on watching me, and I go back and watch the replay and I have 20 replays. That doesn't mean that because I don't have people watching me, I'm not going to keep going, because there's going to be one day that one person is going to see me and say, I love what you do. Everybody's not going to agree with, everybody's not going to like my topics. Everybody's not going to like how I do my platform. But there's one person that's always going to tune in and say, Kenya, thank you. Because tonight we know that now we have a safe haven we can go to and we can put it on the table because we met Cat Ollie Rose. Huh? We met, you know. So this is the thing. My life is all about exposure. My life is basically, this is my passion. This is my drive. And this is what keeps me going on Tuesdays. No matter how tired I am, I want to make sure that we are doing this for the community. Same thing that you're doing. I watch you guys. I watch Kenya Cheney. I watch EJS projects. You guys are doing so much in the community, and I commend you. I love all of y'all. I commend y'all.
Thank you.
Because it is a great work to what you're doing. And again, I want everybody who's tuned in, I want to make sure I say this again, because people always tell me, Kenya, you never tell us the code, and then I'm not there. Here it is. Lunch on Me code is #renewed under like Hearts Renewed. So if you're tuning in now, go to the comments and type in #renewed so that you can be qualified for the $10 that I'm gonna give y'all for lunch. $10. Y'all run over to Robinson's in Boynton. They have a $5. I'll buy 2 lunches with them, and then you can run over to Caesar. They have a special too. So y'all put the money back into the community. Don't go to KFC. Put the money back into the community. Go to Shack by the Track. What it's called? Shack by the Track. Shack by the Track. Yeah, go over to that too. Give it to the community.
That's right.
I better yet, save it to next Wednesday, and I'll take it over to Keisha and buy a Coke. And if you can't do that, go on Friday and go and visit Island Smash and get y'all some Coke. That's what you do. You take the money, give it back to the community.
Give it back to the community.
That's it. Put it back in the community, because we're working hard to make sure everybody is where they need to be at. So listen, I want to let you know, I thank you so much. Hearts Renewed, that is her logo, guys. When y'all see it, y'all smash it. I need y'all to like it, share it. I need y'all to show love to Rose Newbold-Biffo. How's Biffo? We have to get used to the Biffo. Rose Newbold-Biffo, because that's her married name. Y'all, whenever you see her share anything, it costs nothing to share, guys. It costs nothing to share. It costs nothing to like. So
you know
everybody.
What? I don't think they know how long ago you put what you're doing now in the universe. So remember when you told me how you got over to Village Academy, and when you started picking up Geo, I always called it Geo. When you started picking up from Geo, you always came around the desk to sign her out, and you were always talking about what you were going to do and wanted to do in the community. And look at you now. So just like she said out there, everybody who's listening, because you don't get a like or a share or something, it doesn't say stop. It doesn't say, okay, I'm not going to share anymore because nobody's not liking it. I will big myself up every day of the week. Okay. And I could care less as to who, because the thing is, they see you. They see you. So here's the thing. You are here from years ago, from talking about it in the app. You put that thing out there and there you are.
As you know, a lot of people always say, Kenya, you always doing something. You always doing something. I remember they laughed at me. I think it was about 12 years ago. I did the first back to school bash in Delray out to the water park. And I rented the park from the city. I rented the stage, and the city just, here, you rent this stuff. And I did it. And I think that we probably had we had all these people to perform. And if I had 50 people to come out there, it probably was 50 people. And, you know, the vendors were mad at me and they were like, we didn't make any money. I say, listen, you know, if 50 people know who you are now, just think of where you're going to be later. You know, and now we're still doing this years later. And I'm still doing vendor expos years later. And people are calling me today, Rose, and saying, when is the next one? I say, when the sun set low, because I ain't going out there in that heat.
I know that's right.
I ain't going out there in that heat. I love y'all.
Yes.
But I ain't going out there till September. So y'all, I ain't going out there until the fall. So y'all, you know, everybody, I can't do it. I'm just too hot. I can't do it. It's hot. So I do that.
Another thing is, you know, I know people might feel some type of way that I don't show up to things. It's because I know my body. I am a stage 4 cancer survivor.
Yes.
Going out in the heats. I'm not going to overexert myself. I'm not doing any of that because I'm not supposed to, you know. So I go to what I can. I rest. I get a lot of my rest or whatever, because I don't want stage 4 to sneak up on me again. You know, so at that, I just had surgery back in February, all that type of stuff. So I'm not trying to like be out there and be to all these places. That's why I keep saying that the city of Delray Beach needs a calendar so that folk could know and say, okay, I'm going to go here today or there today. But when everything is on one day, it's not going to happen.
It's hard. And I mean, that's the conversation that's probably need to be had with the city. And I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to throw this out there. And I really don't care how people feel. Delray needs somebody needs to go sit on the soapbox in Delray and do a mass healing and throw some oil, because I keep saying this, and I'm going to say this, and I know somebody may get offended, because here it is. We as a people are doing this.
Yes.
When we as a people, if we do this, we'll be stronger. And I've said this to both sides. Yes. We have to come together and heal. I don't care what somebody said to you back then out of frustration. At this time, we watched thousands die in our community. Jesus. We watched people. God came in and spoke his. See, this is a third Tuesday. I ain't supposed to be doing this. God came in and did exactly what he said he was going to do. He came in and he cleared it and said, listen, if y'all don't believe in Noah and the ark, y'all better understand what happened. God came in and said, I'm going to get y'all back together. Y'all going to stop doing all this craziness. I'm going to show y'all I'm real. He came in and he started taking people. And y'all still bickering and fighting. And y'all come together, Delray. I'm sorry. Y'all come together.
You just said something very important right there. You sitting there, you mad at the person from years ago and all this type of stuff. But what you need to be mad at is the spirit that operates within, because it's not that person. And like I say in the workshops and every place else, it is not that person. You're fighting spiritual battles here. And that spirit itself will take another person and use that person's body. You thinking that it's that physical, but it's not the physical, it's the spiritual. And you have to recognize when something is fighting you. Well, how do I continue to meet the same man? It's like he the different man, but he the same man. He got the same trait because it's the same spirit. You know, you haven't cleared yourself of that same spirit. So it's like it continues on. So you sit there, you mad at a person for years and years to years. But what are you really mad of? And if you're adult enough, you'll go to that person like the Bible says, because so many saved folks around in Delray, I'm going to say it too. I can put myself, because, hey, it don't matter. But So many saved folk. We've wrestled not against flesh and blood. So many saved folk, but yet they doing the total opposite, and they wonder why the folk won't come to the church. You got to learn how forgiveness. You got to learn how to forgive, and you got to know that that is not that person that you're fighting. You're fighting against all of the rulers of darkness in every place else, and you're wondering why. So we just walk around like Miss Kenya just said, we just fighting, but fighting the wrong thing. You sitting there fighting flesh. You shouldn't be fighting flesh.
And I said this year when the new year came in, and I was sitting back and I was mad at people that didn't like me, or I know they didn't like me for no reason. Let me tell you what I said once I watched a funeral every day on live, because COVID came in and took people away. I'm talking about COVID came in and took people. You didn't know whether or not you was going to make it or not. COVID came in. Every day I was on a live from a funeral home watching people perish because of something that came and took over your body and you just died.
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself, I don't care if you made me mad. I don't care if you don't like me. I'm going to support you. I'm going to like you, because I am not going to die for you and go to hell.
Exactly.
And because you don't like me, I don't like you, and I can't remember why we fighting. I can't even remember what we beefing over. But I'm going to go to hell and die. Die and go to hell, because I don't even remember what we beefing for. I'm like, why I don't like her? I don't even know why I don't like him. What he did to me. Now, some of them I remember what they did to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to me to say, you know what, God, I have to forgive him, because I don't know the day or the hour. I don't know what's going to go on. They need to be healed. So I have to show them that I'm a bigger person and say, you know what? You mean to me. I'm going to show you my grace and mercy here. I'm gonna give you what you're supposed to give me. I'm gonna respect you the way you're supposed to respect me.
That's right.
I'm not gonna I cannot let those shackles and those fetters hold me down, and I'm not missing my blessing because I'm mad and you mad and we don't know what we mad about. Why you don't like her? I heard somebody say, I don't like her. Why you don't like her? Cause what? What that girl did to you?
What? And then they take that cause part and they go tell the next person. I don't like her. Cause what? And then when you're small-minded and a person comes to you and talk about they don't like this person, instead of you get to know the person for yourself, what do? You end up with them talking about I don't like her, and then here come another cuz. You just don't like a person cuz.
And I learned, I had a preacher one time. He called me and said, a preacher called me one time and said, hey, Kenya, I'm having an event. So I said, okay, congratulations. And he was like, so what does that mean? I mean, you called me and say you have an event. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Because this is a business I run over here. I got a whole band with a picture on it. I run a business. I got to pay my taxes every quarter, and I run a business. So if you calling me and asking for promotion, do you want promotion? Or you calling to just tell me you having an event? Are you invited? What we saying here? What's going on? And he says, well, I wanted you to push. I said, I don't push. That ain't what I do. Why need you? I don't share. I promote our market and our brand.
Yes.
I promote our market and our brand. It's on the van. It says it. I promote our market and our brand. I provide exposure. Yes. And sometimes my exposure may cost a little money. So he started telling people that I was a bad person, not telling the whole story. So what happened was he's a person of influence. And when you're a person of influence, or you can influence other people, you become a coach of a bunch of cheerleaders that going to also say, I don't like her, I don't like her, I don't like her. And guess what? Now you got a whole group of people that don't like a person for why. And that may be the same person that can help you get over what you're going through. That could be the same person that can touch and agree with you to help you get through what you're going through and your husband doing whatever you're doing. You don't know what a person's prayer life is like. Just because I'm wild and I may cuss every now and then, that don't mean I don't have a prayer life.
Who God bless, no man could curse, honey. So they can sit there and they could do whatever it is, but who God has for you and where God has you to go, guess what? They can't stop you. They could deny you because they might be working on the dark side or whatever, but they can only deny you. That's
it.
all they can do. You see what I'm saying? Because you're still moving forward. You're still moving
Listen,
forward.
and I'm still, and I tell, and everything when young, and I love the fact when people come to me and they tell me, and that's what I love because there's always that one person gonna come to me and say, Kenya, I want to talk to you. I said, girl, what's up? Tell me. Let's go have coffee. I just want to let you know that this person, I said, child, please, let me tell you what it was. They want free service from me. And as soon as I won't give somebody free service, they quick to say that you got bad business. And that's how people is. And that's how it is, and that's business. As soon as, just like you said one day about your post, I inbox you and say, can you change the name? You say, I'm too busy for that. I said, okay, I moved on. Then y'all seen the post because somebody got mad because you couldn't change your stuff because you got a whole job and everything that you do in the community. So they get big mad and say, oh, she just is that. People fail to realize that our tongue can hurt people's business because of the small-minded people.
Yes.
Now the big-minded people like me. You say, Kenya, I can't do it. I say, all right then. And you guess what? I just was like, all right then. Well, I'll catch you the next time you're doing something. And that's just how it is because my mind think big. My mind don't think small. So This is the thing about it is a lot of people need healing within. A lot of people need to come to the table and just realize that we're too old to be. My daughter told me something the other day. She's 17. She said, Mommy, I'm too old for this. I said, girl, you just 17. She said, I understand. She said, but I'm too old to be dealing in all that stuff that the girls on my school deal with. I don't deal in that he say, she say. If a person don't like somebody, that's their business. If they can't tell me why they don't, if they don't have a legitimate reason or why they like them, I got to cut myself off from you too because number one, you dealing in ignorance. And I was like, a 17-year-old child, she just turned 17, can tell me that if that person is dealing in ignorance, I got to cut you off because that's your mindset. Your mind, you're not going where I'm trying to go. The girl was talking to me and I'm looking at her like, my God, who child are you?
Yeah.
She said, if I got to cut them off because they're dealing in ignorance. She said, because I'm trying to grow in my business. I'm trying to go in my education. I'm trying to do my thing. So if you're telling me I can't be around you because I don't like your friend, why you don't like my friend? I don't know. All right, well, I got to cut you off. Not because that's my friend. I got to cut you off because you think ignorant. And I was looking at her like, wow. Wow, you're so.
If a person shows you who they are, believe them. So there it is. It's no need for us. We continue to give people break after break, and we want to. Okay, it's okay this time again. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But when are we going to stop saying it's okay? Because they're going to still continue allowing, doing the things that you allow. So the thing is, I'm like Gio. Cut them off. It doesn't even matter because again, what God has for you, it is for you. And ain't no devil in hell could stop that. They may be able to delay that, but they cannot stop that. And that's that, And it's like, why are we holding on? Why are we holding on to friends and family who already let us go? You see what I'm saying? Folk don't let you go and you still trying to run behind them. Okay. I don't run nowhere.
I only run behind coffee. I'm like, I don't think I love, and it's like, listen, I'm like how Drake said, I love my mom in my bed, or however that song go. I just love my coffee and my daughter. I love my husband. I'm sorry, I forgot about him, but I love my coffee. I love me old good, hot, light, and sweet from Dunkin' Donuts. Because without that, then that sometimes that little spirit you talking about, that cussing spirit, can come up, sneak upon me. I say I'm honest though.
Because the spirit don't dwell with man at all times.
Yeah, so I'm an honest person. They lie and be like, "Oh, I'm saved, sanctified." No, I'm saved. And I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. But sometimes that y'all take me there if I don't have no coffee. But I know how to control it. But I will cuss at you sometimes. Not you, but you. I love y'all. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We have some great. My cousin Angie Todd is on. She does a great work in the community as well. All of the Newbolds is on. I'm gonna tell you, I want to just send a shout out to all the Newbolds. Y'all is basically making my algorithm jump tonight. Thank all y'all Newbolds. It's like 85 of y'all, but 40 of y'all jumped up. 40. It's like 85 of y'all. It's like 85 Newbolds. It's like all of y'all. But 45 of y'all. 45 jumped on. She said you had so much fun. Listen, you don't know how I feel about coffee. Oh, girl, coffee. Listen, I'll be late to work. And my boss be like, but you have coffee in your hand. I said, you want me to be here, right? do you want me to be here? Because if I don't have this, you're not going to get all this. So I'm not going to be who. And you can tell when I don't drink coffee, because I'm mean. So yeah, cause I love me so much. Listen, if any of y'all want to send me $1 so I can buy me a cup of coffee. Cause see, I don't get paid to come on here. But let me give y'all my cash out. They know they doing these shows. Send it to KRTG Radio Cash Out. Send $1 to buy me a cup of coffee. Thank y'all. Y'all send me $1 so I can buy me a coffee tomorrow at Dunkin' Donuts. Y'all cash out me. And then when they be saying on them shows, I really don't. They be asking me for my cash out, but I'll be like, nah, I'm do this for the love of this. But if y'all want to send me $1 for coffee, I'm sure I'm gonna take it.
But
I want to send a shot.
I'm going to send you something because of the fact you don't have to do the things that you are doing in this community. So I'll make sure that you have your coffee and donut money when we get off with you.
I'm going to listen. Y'all know I'm gonna show y'all in the morning about my coffee and my thing. Listen, I want to send a shout out. Listen, call it Josie. She did my makeup one time, and I tell you, I was the prettiest person in the whole wide world that day. I ain't never had I love all my makeup artists, and I don't take this personally because 2 on my own here right now. That lady did my makeup. When I tell you I look cute, I was pretty.
Another family member. Hey, Carla.
Listen, 85 of the cousins. I only got one cousin on here right now. Listen, I only got one cousin on here.
I see Tina Cole there too. Ella, Keisha.
Listen, the whole family is on here. It's 85 of y'all. That's all Newbolds. All of the Newbolds is on. And I got one cousin. I want to send a shout out to my one cousin that's on here, Andrew Todd. That's my first cousin. That's my first cousin. So I want to send a shout out to my one cousin that logged on. I want to send a shout out to Pastor Wilkerson who logged on. I love her ministry. I love her husband. That is Keep It Real in the Gospel. Her husband preaches and teaches listen, he preaches and teaches. So y'all tune in. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share that picture tonight. I want y'all to pay attention. She did my makeup. I didn't even want my makeup did. I fought her. She said, "Shut up and sit in the chair." She said, "Shut up and sit in the chair." I was like, "I don't want no makeup. I don't need no makeup." She said, "Shut up and sit in the chair." I was like, "Whoa!" I sat in that chair. When I got up, baby, I was like, "Oh, she cute." So I want to send a shout out. Also, Liz Harris is when I tell you I love her. Hey, I love her. I'm just, y'all, thank y'all. People really inboxing me now, asking me for my cash app. There it is right there. KRTG Radio Cash App. I just want to show that to y'all. But listen, I got to give away some money too. So let me just let y'all know. I'm going to let y'all know this is going to come from Kenya C. Willer. Miss Kenya C. Willer. A funeral home gave me a donation and asked me to keep their name secret, but they are giving lunch for the 100 days that I am on. Rose, I'm on a 100-day challenge of no fried foods. I am on day number 22, and I want to thank God because I am feeling so much better without the fried foods. I don't eat red meat, don't eat pork. And let me tell you what I'm also doing. This is also renewed, y'all. I actually walk 5 miles a day. Nice. And I go, like today is the 22nd. I walk 27 up to 27 steps on my job 22 times. That's 6 times an hour. Lord, I hope anybody on my job watching because I'm going to lose my job, Lord. No, I'm not. Let me stop speaking that. What I do is I walk up and down the stairs, and I walk the walkway at my job to better health. I am losing weight, and I'm feeling really good. Delaware Community Missionary Baptist Church tried to set me up, and what they did was they sent me a breakfast the other day with fried fish. I almost ate it. I was like, oh, I can't have this. So I want to send a shout to Delaware Community Missionary Baptist Church. They had breakfast for their men, and they sent me a breakfast, and I almost ate it. Oh my God. The devil was busy. So yeah, but I gave it away and I didn't have it. I miss all of you guys who are frying. I miss tomorrow salads at Queen. I can never say this.
Queen Kiwi's Creations.
She has salads tomorrow, guys. Y'all stop by and get y'all salad. Just order y'all. Thank you so much. I love Liz. Thank you so much. So listen, I want everybody before I'm going to run this, and I really, 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 I don't want to get beat up tomorrow. So please, everybody in the chat, do #renew in the comments, hashtag renewed in the comments, so that you can be entered into the giveaway. So listen, Rose, tell them about this before we let you go.
All right. So yes, guys, so what happened is, like Kenya, like people have been pouring into you. People have also been pouring into Hearts Renewed and Achievement Centers for Children and Families, who I worked for 11 years before moving on. They offered me their building for free to use now on Saturdays. So Hearts Renewed will be changing locations at 555 Northwest 4th Street in Delray Beach from 9:30 to noon on July 10th, 17th, and 31st. And because they want this to continue as far as in the community, people have been pouring in donations, whether it be from their own wallet or from their foundations. So we are excited to just move on with Hearts Renewed in the community. Come on out and, let it go. That's all I can say is let it go.
Okay, so I'm going to have to get over there on Saturday morning. Listen, she said, listen, I've been taking Goalie gummies since the pandemic started. And that is one of the best things I can tell y'all to take.
I got to try that.
Listen, I ordered Goalie gummies, and I order them by the case, and I have everybody on my job eating Goalie gummies. I'm trying to get a code. They won't let me get a code because I don't have enough people on YouTube. So listen, y'all go over and like my YouTube page so I can build it up so that Goalie gummies can give me a code because I don't have enough people yet. Y'all help your sister out to get enough people to get my Goalie, to get me a code from Goalies so I can be important. So again, guys, congratulations on the move. And I know I love Vic over at Ridley Temple.
I love you, Pastor, if you're watching.
Yeah, he was on early. I don't know if he's still here. So we're going to miss you that close to me because there's a couple blocks, but I'm going to have to make it my business to get over to support you. We love you over here. We love you over here. And we thank you. I'm so sorry I took up a whole hour of your night. We're supposed to be 30 minutes, but
it's okay.
We just got to. It's the conversation. This ain't an interview. This is a conversation.
Right.
And the thing about it is we're engaged with our listeners. And I think that's what sets us differently, that I'm able to engage with my listeners and actually engage with the comments. So listen, I need you guys to follow. Do you have a page for Hearts Renewed?
Not for, I need to change all of that up. I've been saying that I was going to change it up. Cat Island Rose might be going away.
No. Cat Island Rose can't go nowhere. So we're just going to go to create a page and make a page for Cat Island Rose for Hearts Renewed. Also, she would like to give a donation to also. So please give her your cash out, Angie Todd. She do so much. They have seed sowers over there. And they're doing a wonderful thing over there with my cousin Angie. When I tell you, she does so much. She made me cry too. I always be crying because that's my little cousin and I love her. So here it is, guys. I need you guys to tune in. She's gonna have a page by next week. If I gotta go over to her house and shit to meet me at the Dunkin' Donuts, she's gonna have a page. And I need everybody that's on the live and that's gonna listen on the replay to like her page. Hearts Renewed. She's gonna have a page.
Yes, I'll
be in Delray before her next show, her next event. She'll have a page. I promise y'all.
I'll get a page. Yes, I will.
Yes, she will. Cat Island Rose ain't going nowhere. We're just gonna add Hearts Renewed. We're gonna add Hearts Renewed. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. So listen, I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna do this drawing.
Yes.
And I gotta drive. I'm in the studio, so it's not where I gotta drive back.
Thank you so much for having me. And I'll continue watching on the Facebook.
Thank you. Good night, Rose. Thank you. So listen, guys, you heard it right here. I need everybody under the sound of my voice, to go over and support the Hearts Renewed. Listen, July 10th, 17th, and 31st. If you're not doing anything from 9:30 to noon at the Achievement Centers for the Children and Families at 555 Northwest 4th Street in the great city of Delray Beach, come out and support her. Come out, and again, if you want to donate, I'm gonna get her cash out. If you want to donate to her so that you can just donate and hang out with her. So listen, this is what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to do the drawing for the uh, Monty $10. So listen, I'm gonna do the giveaway for everybody who the word was renewed. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. So the winner is Ella Newbold. The winner is Ella Newbold. Ella Newbold, you are the winner of tonight's drawing. Ella, I need you to do me a favor, please, and inbox me your Cash App so that I can send you the money. Congratulations, Ella. Congratulations. If anyone wants Rose's email as well, it is here. Let me just put that up so that you guys can send cat $ Cat Island Rose on the Cash App if you guys want to send her something towards her organization. It is Cat Island Rose. Congratulations, Ella Newbold. Please inbox me. Please inbox me your inbox me. Please inbox me your Cash App so that we can see the Cash App. If you prefer Zelle, um, as soon as if you prefer Zelle, send me your phone number and I'll do it as Zelle. So listen, congratulations. And I want to thank everyone who joined me tonight. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share. Join me on Tuesday nights right here. We just doing local love and just showing love to all businesses and making sure that we provide exposure. Exposure is what we do. As well as Thursday nights, we do Keeping It Real in the Gospel. This Thursday night, we have a great artist out of Chicago to join me. I want to send a shout out to my proud sponsors that always make sure that we keep it real over here because they pay the cost to be the boss, which is Gillian and Co. and a Natural Seal. As well as if you would like, now listen, if you would like to gain exposure and you would like to be a proud sponsor of our show and you're looking to grow your brand or advertise your product, let Hot Topics give you the exposure you need right here. You know, I stay screaming exposure. I stay screaming exposure. So if you're looking to gain exposure, just, hey, I'll holler at you, girl. Listen, I want to thank you once again for tuning in tonight. Thank you for watching. Come back on next Tuesday. We'll have a great show. Again, Rose, I want to thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for everything. You are the best. I got to get to a Harsh Renewed show. So again, I just want to say good night. Thank everybody for watching. If you haven't shared and liked, share and like so they can trick the algorithm and make my little show grow. Love you. I'm out.